Everything okay? What are you doing out here?
Ask my grandmother. I risked leaving guard duty to look for her. She stopped to see the bloom, and now she won't leave. Since when does she care about flowers?
They're not just flowers, child. They're scarlet stems with a scent that soothes the nerves. Or so I was told many years ago by an Utaru seed tracker.
An Utaru? Now you're telling stories. If one trespassed here back then, you'd have killed him on sight.
I couldn't. Found him picking flowers, right near here, in Tanakh territory. I was all set to strike him down, but he was singing.
Singing?
Can't remember the tune now. Just the lilt of his voice. And his name. Nilo. He decided to stay for a day or two. I took guard duty here so I could keep coming back to him. And he kept delaying his return to Plainsong. For the flowers, he said.
Please don't tell me I'm descended from an Utaru gardener.
Almost. Almost. But the thrill of battle called to me, and he had to return to his people. I've always wondered about the life I missed with him, whether he misses it too. Would he welcome me in Plainsong? Or at least accept a scarlet stem?
It's a long way to Plainsong, but I get back there now and then. I could pick some scarlet stems and bring them to Nilo, if I can find him.
Please. He was an herbalist there. I know the time has long since passed, but I'd like to know. Well, I'd like him to know. Ugh, you know what I mean.
I think I do.
Encouraging an old woman? Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't I?
Thanks for going to Plainsong for me, Outlander.
Yeah. Thanks, I guess.
I'll handle this! How do you like me now? Sounds like those Tanakh soldiers have gotten themselves in trouble again.
Going to help me?
There's another cauldron out there that has override down there.
Well, it's not safe here, Grandmother. The wilds are never safe for
Any luck finding my grandmother's gardener in the Utaro lands?
Herbalist? And no, not yet. I'll let you know when I have news. I should look for the herbalist. Might still be Nilo. I could give him the scarlet stems.
I told him he's gonna get himself killed.
The one near Barren Light?
May the land bloom in your step. Been a while.
Outlander, what can I do for you?
You're the herbalist here, right? Are you Nilo?
No, Nilo was before my time. I think he went up north a while back to Riverhim. Why? Do you need a special solve?
No, but someone else does, in a way. Thanks. I'll try Riverhim.
There's a grove there, a memorial, a beautiful greenery. If he's there, I bet he'll be tending it.
Thanks again.
Glad I could help.
You're the herbalist here, right?
Why? Do you need...
No, but...
There's a grove there, if he's there...
Thanks again.
Glad... Have a look at... I hope you find...
Beware
When the
of
blight settled in,
thought we would overcome it.
Lau and Ben. Reunited after the old growth.
There she is, the hunter that saved my sorry rump.
I'm glad she did. I shouldn't have left you out there.
Enough of that. If you hadn't run, you'd be dead, and no use to anyone.
He's right. That Claw Strider was a killer.
Thank you, Outlander. You saved us both. I wouldn't have been able to live with the guilt.
What's next then? A Thunderjaw? A Stormbird?
More like a nap.
Sleep well then. You deserve it.
Solid clay work. Nicely done.
Okay, Riverhim. I should look for Nilo. Give him the Scarlet Stems. The herbalist in Plainsong said he might be near the Memorial Grove.
Ada, Monet, Nilo.
Aloy,
Did she
I
say
can't
Nilo?
believe it. I came back ready for a fight and instead found that you had already ended one.
I wasn't alone. Your people are lucky to have Keel leading them.
Stubborn as weeds, that one. I'm just glad we're all back in Riverhim. For good, this time. May the land always bloom in your steps, Aloy.
Sunshine upon you. You stood with us when
Hi there.
Nora, here. You're a long way from home.
I suppose I am. I'm looking for an herbalist named Nilo. I think I heard you say his name.
You've come to the right place. His seeds were buried here, where he tended the blooms of others, including my mother's. I'm his daughter, Gia.
How long has he been gone?
Some 5 years now. He put a lot of love into this grove. Almost as much as he gave me. That's why I could never abandon Riverhim.
I'd like to leave some flowers, if I may. From an old friend of his.
Scarlet stems. They're rare in these parts, but they were his favorite. I never knew why. He planted them whenever he could, but never picked them. Preferred to just watch them bloom.
Sounds about right. So he was a good man who led a full life?
He was. And he did. I don't know who this old friend is, but if my father liked them, they must be a good soul.
Riverhim is a frail sanctuary huntress. Thank you for saving us.
In a story where I don't remember what this story really was about. It was something about rebuilding civil life as a whole. And someone picked a flower. Someone who didn't understand the concept of beautying up a living room would ask him why he picked that flower. because now that flower will welk within a week, where if it would have stayed planted, it would have blossomed for another half a year or so. And the moral of that scenario was how human influence can...
May your seeds take blessed root.
That humans often think about the short-term thing instead of the long one. But here it was something way more romantic. Because he didn't pick the flower to... Yeah, since he was a botanical person anyways. He was able to look at it for the entire time of the year where blossoming was allowed, instead of picking a few and bringing them into his living room. He planted them in his workplace and looked at them the entire year.